The following is a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health. Coming up, it's that time of year.
I couldn't breathe, man. It was crazy. Winning a state championship with my brothers is just one of the best feelings I've ever felt, and I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life.
6 state champs were crowned around the state in boys lacrosse. We'll bring you all the title games. Donovan Catholic ace Julia Apostolakos is doing it all for the undefeated Griffins. We'll show you her heroics at Seton Hall University in the non-public A state championship. Ryan Pettit is known for his basketball prowess at Rutgers Prep, but he's getting more than buckets for the Argonauts. We'll show you Pettit bringing his skills to the lacrosse field. You know what time it is. It's thumbs up for another great week of New Jersey high school sports.
Jersey Sports Up! Jersey Sports Up!
Welcome to another edition of Jersey Sports Zone TV presented by RWJ Barnabas Health. I'm Rich Chrampanis. With 3 weeks to go in the New Jersey high school sports season, championship time is officially here. And we've got our first state champions of the spring sports season. Boys lacrosse has 6 new state champions. Jersey Sports Zone was at every single game. Let's get our coverage started with Mike Frankel at Hopewell Valley High School.
2 state champions being crowned here in Pennington at Hopewell Valley High School. It's the non-public A state final and the Group 3 state final. We begin with non-public A titanic showdown between Delbarton and St. Augustine. We picked this one up with the Hermits leading 4-3 in the third period. Billy Hughes rips one into the back of the net. The second goal of the day for the Cornell commit, giving St. Augustine a 2-goal advantage. The Green Wave battle back. Early in the fourth, it's David Link on the move. He takes a stick to the neck and then scores anyway. The Villanova commit Link ties things up for Delbarton. We're still tied with 4 minutes to go. Noah Plen from behind the net, and he scores! The sophomore Plen comes through in the clutch, and St. Augustine has done it. The Hermits break through and win the first state championship in program history.
I practice every day for this. This is what I want to do, and I'm so proud. I can't be more happier, like I said, but I worked so hard for this moment, and I'm really happy right now.
History for Scotch Plains-Fanwood as well. The Raiders reel off 11 straight goals against Shawnee in the Group 3 state final. Ethan Filler to Timmy Paprocki for the goal. The junior Paprocki finishes with a hat trick for SPF. Speaking of hat tricks, this is Sandro Frias off of the feed from Mikey Klopfer. Frias finishes with a hat trick as well as the Raiders roll to their first state title. 11-2 your final. A night to remember for Scotch Plains-Fanwood in Pennington.
We've been playing together for so long, 2nd, 3rd grade, and just to finally do what we've been working for about 9-10 years is amazing.
So a couple of first-time state champions, but Mountain Lakes has certainly been here before. The Lakers taking on Haddonfield in the Group 1 state final at Bridgewater Raritan. Jimmy Elliott cashing in. Mountain Lakes leads the Bulldogs 3-1 after 1. The Lakers creating some serious separation in the second period. Cullen Fagan finds the net for his second goal of the game. Mountain Lakes in control, up 7-1 at the half as the Lakers celebrate their 4th straight state championship. 8-2 your final in this one. It's the Lakers' 16th state title in program history, tied for the most in state history.
They played smart, they played very tough, they played physical, and if you're going to win, a title like this, you've got to be able to do that defensively. Well, we know the last game we came out just a little bit slowly, and the other team jumped on us a little bit. We knew we couldn't afford to do that against Haddonfield. Kids love each other. They work really hard. They're not afraid of doing the hard things, and gotta love them.
The Group 4 state finals in West Long Branch saw favorite Bridgewater Raritan get challenged by Southern Regional. The Rams sounded the upset alert in the third quarter. Ryan Sadinsky scored back-to-back goals to give Southern a 6-4 lead. But the Panthers answer in the final minute of the third. Brady Cardilla finds a leaping Tom Tremarco. 2 goals in the final 47 seconds. We head to the fourth quarter, deadlocked at 6. Bridgewater Raritan stayed patient in a pressure-filled fourth. Alex Delier's second of the game is your game winner. The Panthers get an 8-6 win over Southern. It's the school's 7th state boys lacrosse title. Bridgewater Raritan didn't panic down too late in the third and played its best lacrosse in the final 13 minutes.
We've been battle tested all year. We went down against Central, down against Montclair. We've been down a lot this season. We've always fought back. This team, we're a bunch of grinders out there. It starts with the defense, goalie, then leads over to our offense, and we were just clicking when we were down 6-4, and we never panic when we're down.
Rutgers Prep set the tone early in the non-public B-State Championship against Montclair Kimberly Academy. The Argonauts scored the first 7 goals of the game. Lewis Marius had a special night in his final high school game. Marius leads the way with 5 goals. Rain came in the fourth quarter, but it didn't dampen a special night for Rutgers Prep. The Argonauts get an 11-4 win over MKA to win the state title. It was prom night at Rutgers Prep. Even though the players missed out, they still had their chance to dance and celebrate at Shore Regional High School.
Prom's on our championship game. And I was like, okay, no prom. I'm fine with that. I had a date and everything. I said, hey, I hate to break it to you, but I'm not going with you. I'm going to win a state championship.
The Group 2 state championship started on Wednesday at Bridgewater Raritan, with Summit taking a 2-0 lead on Rumson-Fair before Lightning postponed the game until 2 days later in Rumson. The Bulldogs trailed 5-4 in the closing seconds of the third before Cole Cashin beats the buzzer. This ties the game at 5 and sets the stage for a near-perfect fourth quarter by Rumson. Quinn Stankiewicz gives RFH the lead for good. He had a hat trick as the Bulldogs score 5 straight goals to win its second boys LAC state title. 9-5 is your final. Mark Moreau's team will be the number 1 seed in the TFC, but first, the Bulldogs took time to savor a special moment on their home field.
Ever since I've been a freshman, I've been dreaming of a moment like this. Like right now, I can't, 1 minute mark, I couldn't even I couldn't breathe, man. It was crazy. Winning a state championship with my brothers is just one of the best feelings I've ever felt, and I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life.
Time to take a break. When we come back, Jay Cook has state championship softball highlights from Seton Hall. Donovan Catholic goes for 30 in a row. Plus,
a great batch of championship-level plays here on Jersey Sports Zone this week, including a few plays from the state finals in boys lacrosse. Stick around. Coming up later in the show, it's the Jersey Sports Zone Top 10 list. Stick with us. Jersey Sports Zone. We'll be right back.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
Rutgers truly embodies the community because it represents a lot of those voices within the community, and I think that that's important.
RBS had so many different mentorship programs and really cool diversity initiatives, from women in business to different organizations that really help students grow and to really focus on what's important to you.
Being an immigrant, it's definitely helpful being at Rutgers and seeing other students who look like me.
It's really nice to be in a situation, in a place where there are very good people who take good care of people.
Orthopedics it's not about saving lives, it's about saving quality of life.
A lot of people, we live high stress lives, so if you tell someone they can't do something for whatever reason, that's pretty traumatic.
I really take pride in trying to be empathetic and trying to put myself in every patient's shoes.
I want to take care of people like I'd want to take care of my family. And I think that when you do that and give somebody that family feeling and give them your honest opinion for what you would do, they value that.
It's time for JSE's Recruiting Roundup, presented by Ocean First Bank.
What's going on, everyone? Nery Rodriguez here for the Recruiting Roundup. The high school sports calendar year is wrapping up, and this week's athlete has lights-out composure on the mound and helped bring North Brunswick its first ever county title. Let's get to know Zach Konstantinovsky.
Zach Konstantinovsky, currently leading North Brunswick in RBIs with 26, is known more for his skills on the mound. Konstantinovsky has struck out 111 batters so far, allowing just 7 earned runs. His shining moment came in the GMC final, where he delivered the Raiders their first county title, allowing just 2 earned runs and 3 hits while striking out 10. With 1 more year of high school ball left, he'll take his talents to Rutgers University to continue his baseball career.
This Recruiting Roundup is brought to you by Ocean First Bank. Ready to bank whenever and wherever? We've got you covered. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Jay Cook here from Seton Hall University. The months-long road to Ivy Hill Park is finally here, and it's time to crown softball state champions. The action kicks off Friday night. Let's take a look and see who hoisted trophies from the 2 non-public brackets. Let's start it off in non-public A. Donovan Catholic eyes their 3rd straight state title with Mount St. Dominic standing in the way. The Griffins sent their ace to the circle. That would be Julia Apostolakis. The junior was clearly on her A game early in the state final. Apostolakis has 8 punch-outs in the first 3 innings. The Lions had no answers early. The game is still scoreless into the 6th inning, but here comes Donovan. Emily Kurth singles. She's now the go-ahead run at first base. And that sets the stage for who else? It's Julia Apostolakis. It's gone! That's a go-ahead 2-run shot. Apostolakis is dangerous with the bat too. Her 11th bomb of the year has Donovan Catholic only 3 outs away from the title. And it's Apostolakis who finishes the job in the 7th with her 16th strikeout of the game. Donovan Catholic wins the non-public A title 2-0. Between the pitching and hitting, Julia Apostolakis delivered one of the best single-game performances of the year.
Fortunately for us, bottom of the 6th inning, the timely hitting, getting those 2 runs on the board were huge. But to speak about Julia's performance on the mound today, that was an unbelievable performance by an elite pitcher.
Now to non-public B, where Morris Catholic and St. Joseph Academy meet in the final for the 2nd straight season. Morris Catholic goes right to work. Carly Mockenhoff ropes a double to the wall. It's a first-inning RBI for the reigning state champions. They draw first blood. Morris Catholic pitcher Hannah Stryker racked up 7 strikeouts in this one. The Crusaders go to the 7th inning with a 4-1 lead. But the Wildcats had fight in them. Kylie Tomlin gets involved in the 7th inning rally with an RBI to make it 4-3. Hannah Stryker, though, gets out of the jam. This pop-up ends it. Morris Catholic takes a 4-3 win to repeat as non-public B champions.
So great. I'm so happy to be a part of this team, and I'm so happy we were able to win. Again, I love being a part of it, and it just feels so great. I just took a deep breath. I knew I could do it. I knew my defense was going to have my back, and I was like, just got to make the pitch, and I did, and we were able to get her out, and we won.
That's a jam-packed day of softball, but let's switch gears. We go from Seton Hall University up to Warren Hills High School for the girls lacrosse state championships. And the day starts with the non-public A final. The reigning champs, Oak Knoll, look to defend against Pingree. Pingree came out with a purpose. Claire Fornicola punches this one in to give the Big Blue a 2-0 lead in the opening minutes. But Oak Knoll storms back. Sophia Loescher, the star sophomore, cashes in. The Royals take a 5-4 lead into the half. Oak Knoll looked like the best team in New Jersey during the second half. Loescher led all scorers with 4 goals on the day. Senior Devin Gogarty punched in a pair of her own to help lead Oak Knoll to the state title. 11-8 is the final. Oak Knoll is the gold standard of girls lacrosse in New Jersey. This is their 7th consecutive state championship.
The halftime talks are very important. We have to listen to our coach. We have to run our offense like we do in practice, and we can't have any mistakes. I mean, if there is a mistake, we come back, and defense is also there to stop us.
And it's so awesome to be able to come in every year with new teammates and a whole new lineup, but to still be able to trust in each other is so special. That's what we get on this team and in this program. We really are able to trust each other and work hard to get to where we need to be.
Time to step away. When we come back, we head back to Lacrosse, where Ryan Pettit is ready to begin his Division I basketball career. But first, he had some unfinished business for the Rutgers Prep lacrosse team. You're watching Jersey Sports Zone, presented by RWJ Barnabas Health.
RWJ Barnabas Health has a passion for heart health with the most comprehensive services, including the state's largest adult and pediatric cardiac surgery programs, a heart transplant program that's top 10 nationally, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. RWJ Barnabas Health.
Max always dreamed of having nice things, but first he needed to find the path to financial success, starting with the right banking partner, one that has a trusted history with customers and the community, the latest technology, but still knows him by name. Then Max found Ocean First Bank. They're making his dreams come to life.
Ocean First Bank, putting you first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
We go into the JSZ archives for a blast from the past, brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates.
Hey everyone, I'm James Mooney with you as we head back to 2019. Rich Chrampanis witnessed future MLB prospect and Mama's star Trey Dombrowski help Wall win a state championship.
The Crimson Knights had 4 errors, which allowed 2 unearned runs to score, but Dombrowski's final start was yet another complete game masterpiece. His strikeout to walk ratio in his senior year, 126 to 5. 3 of his 5 walks were on opening day. That's mind-boggling. Monmouth University is getting a pitcher that can take their program to new heights. And a close-knit team led by head coach Todd Schmidt will savor this title for many years to come. There's the final out as Wall gives the Shore Conference a state championship. Blast from the Past is brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates, a proud sponsor of Jersey Sports Zone for the last 5 years.
I'd amputate my arm and leg for that kid for the best basketball lax player. I mean, that kid's amazing.
How does a Division I basketball guard find himself on a lacrosse field in the spring? Rutgers Prep can thank one of the state's top lacrosse players from a rival school for getting Ryan Pettit to become the rare basketball lacrosse two-sport standout.
I grew up in a lacrosse town. I quit after about 4th or 5th grade, and then funny story is Luke Engelke from Pingree. I was at his beach house in 7th grade, and they're like, hey, I'm going to leading edge tryouts. Why don't you come along just so you can come back to my beach house? Made the team, and the rest is history, really.
Basketball always has been and always will be Pettit's priority. But that didn't mean he was taking it easy on the lacrosse field. You see a lot of hockey players play lacrosse, but the skill set of basketball served Pettit and Rutgers Prep well during his high school lax career.
And if you watch him on the basketball court, it's not a whole lot different than the lacrosse field, drawing fouls and either offensive fouls or getting whacked in the head, and he's willing to take it.
He understands that basketball is my main sport, and he's just been fully supportive of if I have a basketball priority, he's like, all right, but you got to make it up. You got to watch extra film. You got to do this, do that.
The physicality of lacrosse is clearly a few notches above basketball. How many flagrant fouls would a lacrosse player get on the hardwood? But Pettit isn't complaining.
That helps me out on the basketball court a lot, I'm getting hit, you know, they call me names out here, but it's all fun and games because most of the time I come out a winner.
In his senior year, he did come out a winner. Rutgers Prep won the first sectional championship in basketball history, and his final moment wearing an Argonauts uniform was hoisting a lacrosse non-public B state trophy.
You know, after we lost to Mo Beard his freshman year, I'll never forget, he actually sent me a text at about midnight and he said, "Coach, I promise you we will be back and we will win this thing." And so this is a nice parting gift.
He's going to win in whatever he does in life, whether it's basketball, lacrosse, or whatever he goes into, business. He just wins and he makes a team better. And that's the biggest compliment I can pay him.
The athleticism is obvious, especially when it translates to his secondary sport. But that won't be what Pettit is most remembered for at Rutgers Prep.
It's tough to get a ground ball off this kid. I mean, you see him, he fills the statues of ground balls every time. He's amazing to play with. I mean, the risk this kid takes, and if they don't work out, that kid's going to get it back. I mean, he's everything to us. He's our heart and soul like he is in the basketball team.
He's got incredible influence over this team. They follow him anywhere. They listen to him, respond to him. So, you know, Ryan's an amazing athlete, no question, but more importantly, he's an incredible leader. All time at Rutgers Prep. He's definitely on that list.
The lacrosse helmet is gone for good. Ryan Pettit is ready to be a full-time basketball player, where he'll no doubt be able to handle himself in the paint in Patriot League action at Lafayette.
My head basketball coach at Lafayette was like, you know, I should quit lacrosse this year. Don't play lacrosse, but you know, he's joking around and it's great. But I'm just excited to get out there. You know, I leave July 11th, so you know, short break, but I'm excited to get out there and kind of move on to college.
I think without a doubt you're the best basketball laxer in New Jersey.
You know, I don't say that myself. I let other people do the talking, but you know, I think I'm in the conversation.
In West Long Branch, I'm Rich Chrampanis for JerseySportsZone.com. Time for one more break. When we come back, Web Gems and state championship moments take center stage in JSE's top 10 plays of the week. That's when Jersey Sports Zone heads for home.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
You don't need to miss any of the action in New Jersey high school sports. Follow Jersey Sports Zone right now on our various social media pages or on our YouTube channel. You can even download our app for free today, available in the Apple and Google Play app stores. Fresh content is posted every single day on JerseySportsZone.com. Don't miss any of the action as it comes from our cameras right to you.
The Boys and Girls Club of Newark is a hub for young people in an environment where they can sometimes feel unsafe. And it's a place where people care about them, where they have a lot of opportunities that they would not otherwise have.
Thanks a lot.
I hope the club will always be here.
Hopewell Valley hosting 2 boys lacrosse state finals, but we have top plays from all over the Garden State once again this week. So without further ado, here they are, the Jersey Sports Zone top 10 plays of the week. Number 10.
St. Joe's lefty Chad Falcon gets the start, and he gets some defensive help in the second. Check out Jack Lennon in left field, laying out to make a fantastic catch. Take another look. Lennon takes away extra bases thanks to this web gem.
Number 9.
Bottom of the third, Robbie Carvelli gets a piece of one with 2 outs and goes oppo to right. Kyle Tarabokia, like a shark the way he tracked this ball down, makes a great diving stop to get out of the jam.
Number 8. Then with time winding down in the period, it's Jake Melchione on the move after he intercepts a pass on defense. The Villanova commit all the way in, and he buries one with the long pole. With 3 seconds left on the clock, Melchione ties the game at 2. Number 7.
Lions down to their final out. It's a line shot into left, and Connor Riley makes the diving grab to end the ball game. Let's take another look as the junior saves 2 runs and sends Delsey to the sectional semifinals.
Number 6.
Top 4 Griffins looking to keep the hits coming, but Madison Epps says, I own this outfield. Epps with a diving grab takes away a base hit. Let's run that back.
Number 5.
Wild play here. Paul the Sixth trying the squeeze. They can't get the bunt down, but Lucarelli steals home. Paul the Sixth ties the game at 2. They're all fired up. Lucarelli comes flying in with a cloud of dust.
Number 4.
Apostolakis finished the job in the 7th. Her 16th and final strikeout gives Donovan Catholic the state title. And the celebration ensues after a 2-0 win over Mount St. Dominic.
Number 3.
Pettit will play D1 basketball at Lafayette, but maybe the Leopards' lack staff will want him to play 2 sports in the Patriot League. Look at that goal! Wow! 2 hands not needed for Ryan Pettit. His 46th goal of the season. Rutgers Prep scores the first 7 goals of the game.
Number 2. Bottom of the 3rd, Ryan Weingartner crushes this pitch deep to left center. Wargo flat out robs him. My goodness, what a catch from Jackson Wargo as he lays out just a few feet from the wall out there. Wargo helps keep the Hermits off the board in the 3rd. And the number 1 play of the week.
It looked like we might be here all night, but in the bottom of the 9th, Ella Stevenson torches this pitch, and it's over the high fence in left field at Seton Hall. A walk-off homer for Ella Stevenson gives Watchung Hills the Group 4 state championship. 2-1 is your final in 9 innings. Stevenson with a Hollywood ending to win a state title. The final 2 weeks of the high school sports season in New Jersey promise to bring us more exciting action, and we'll be with you every step of the way. For our team at Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Rich Chrampanis. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next Sunday at 11:30 on WLNY TV with more New Jersey high school sports on Jersey Sports Zone TV.
RWJ Barnabas Health has a passion for heart health with the most comprehensive services, including the state's largest adult and pediatric cardiac surgery programs, a heart transplant program that's top 10 nationally, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. RWJ Barnabas Health.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
The proceeding was a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health.